hear some predators.
Yeah.
We need to fucking write this shit back on the rails. Come on, everyone. Let's do it together. Evo.
Yo. Stop looking at the walls, Sakari. Stop.
Sakari ultimately bites backwards.
Bites backwards.
That bite.
Well, that's...
I don't even know how that's possible.
So, for some reason, I don't think it's worth spending another channeling on this guy.
Hunter 1 is dazed. Alauneari.
So Alauneari will, trust that the others should probably finish this by now. So she'll just step here and try to stab it with her long spear now. A wonderful long spear. Perfect melee prowess. Yes.
Perfect form.
Yeah.
Tristan?
Oh, yeah. She will try and use acid on it. No, yeah.
Shooting through the doorway.
Are you even in range to use that? What's the range on it?
30 actually,
it's
so
25.
let's be 30 now.
You're a bit further away than 30.
I am. I didn't. That's because I'm scared you're gonna hurt the bat when I leave.
So you're actually cheating because you're so scared.
Cheated, yeah.
Okay.
You're in range.
I
It's
actually.
not cheating, it's
It's
magic.
fine, she didn't hit anything.
Yeah. It did not matter.
That's why she couldn't hit, she was too many range increments.
Her cheating is fine. She didn't hit anything. It's okay. Just let it.
It's cheating that didn't work. So.
Oh.
Really the best kind.
Wait, actually, I
See, now
hit.
she hits, now she's not cheating.
And then that's actually firing into melee. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I killed Grimith again.
Yeah. Doing that.
Yeah, it's that time again where everything just goes downhill.
And shit hits the fan.
I can't
You should
even.
make like a graph over it with like hours on
Viewers,
one
please
line,
post
then
on
like
Imgur your graphs of
Exactly.
this session.
time of time spent laughing at the other one. We just get like nice little curves.
Full attack. 1 hit for 5 damage. Amazing.
No, that's not the micro I want. I want this.
Celebrate good times.
5 damage, not 6, but yeah.
Oh. Well, Rain.
In the grand scheme of things.
I think,
Well, Dire Bad 3. Just you and me now.
excellent.
It says, looking at Rilinid, I have waited for this for so long.
Well, now, yeah,
New
it's just you and
flesh.
me.
Grease! Run!
Like transform into the elder vampire it is.
Really, I knew it! I knew you were a trap! The others are too stupid to realize it!
They will never believe you, Rilinid. Trislan, this is to me.
Oh, like he's being blackmailed on that thing.
You know
Can't
what?
tell us it's not evil.
You know what? Fuck this family. I'm out.
Out.
Let's see here.
I'll save Vytharia another way.
Oh, that's a hit.
As long as he's alive, the family lives on.
That's right. I was the first.
No one said that it had to be great with him. If he just has enough children, one of them bound to do something
if I
great.
breed enough times with the gnomes,
Oh, God. What would that even create?
You know,
Ivy kills the pale hunter so much that it rotates.
Yep.
I actually
IVF
fear
it.
for your bad sheep, and that's not because of Grimith. That's because the fact that in the other campaign you forgot your entire group
That's true. It did. Yes,
of
forgot.
kobolds in a war zone of disease.
There we go. Fight is over.
Yeah.
We're never gonna see
They
them
were
again.
they weren't forgotten. They were just kind of left there.
And there he will begin walking towards the Skisral.
The Skiss roll seems rather, stunned. It's basically lying a bit on its side, seeming to move slowly. It has a big gash. It seems to pick around and
She will look to Tristan and say, "Sister, this one's mine."
Tristan looks very confused
Miku, come.
at Alauneari.
Stay close. Sure. To the Skizral and sort of bend down to say, "Let me aid you." As she lowers.
This Skizral sort of clacks with his mandibles. Who are you?
She will use a cure light wounds for 6 points of healing.
Okay.
Not a lot, but perhaps enough.
It seems to definitely close up most of his wounds. Or its wounds. She doesn't really know what gender it is.
Just for Miku, so come over here. She wants him to be visible doing this.
Sure.
Blocking the view of my crossbow that's left.
She's not afraid of Skizral right now. Right now, she's feeling rather great, actually. Much more graceful than usual. Garrett's power sure is flowing.
Yeah.
She is certainly imperious. The Skizral sort of blinks with its many eyes. It picks around a bit with its forelegs and seems to sort of right itself a bit. Getting up on its on all of its legs, and then it blinks and looks around. And it's hard to say what it's Skizral, but it looks kind of surprised seeing all of this in front of it.
Alauneari will sort of smile. She will not bow, but she will introduce herself as I am Zyn Vytharia, matron of Drow House Vytharia. This is my family and my traveling companions. It seems we have saved your life.
The Skizral blinks and looks around and says, "It would appear so, matron.
Alauneari smiles, having missed the voices of the Skizral. And they're
my
nice.
Throat sure has as well. I did not think any of your kind. I mean, what are you even doing here? I thought I was lost when they captured me in the jungle."
We are here procuring artifacts of the ancient Gnome Empire.
Yes.
I take it then that you have been hunted in the jungle and brought here by flight?
He nods. "Yes, matron. I am Lorathak." He does a small clack with its mandibles. I am a artisan among my people. I hunted rare pigments in the jungle for my craft when the hunters pounced on me.
Alauneari will, of course, try to send Bodafants to see if it is currently attempting to pull one over her, or if it is speaking the truth.
She gets the feeling that it is honest.
Good. She will nod. Says, "Then you are most fortunate. We do not in particular take to saving every creature we come upon. However, we have had interesting interactions with your people."
He sort of blinks at this and sort of looks over the strange menagerie that is behind Alauneari. "I see."
"And you, then, you are far from home."
Seems to, skitter about a bit. Says, "Yes, Alauneari of House Vytharia."
So, perhaps if you were to stay with us, we would be able to keep you safe until you could be returned to your people. We have not yet visited the great city of the Skizral, however, we do intend to do so. So
the creature nods. You think it's kind of hard. Doesn't really have a neck. I see. Very well then. If you could return me to the home of the Skizral, I would be most grateful.
But, yes, and perhaps you can rely to your people what we did. She smiles. Any positive influence? Saying.
The creature blinks and sort of sketches about a bit. And then says, "Of course." I sort of looks over the party again. How did you get here? We are out in the Lake of Violet Mist. I did not know the drow had patrols out here.
We are no patrol. Seems a little insulted at this notion. Says we are the scions of a drow noble house. We have resources far beyond those imagined by anyone. Says, we are here to procure some more. Many see these ruins as simply remnants of ancient times. However, we see them for what they are, a potential to be harnessed, to be harvested and used. We have procured. She sort of gives a slight look to her brother, Rilinid. A way in which we travel under the water, completely negating the purple mist. If you travel with us, you will see this.
Spider skitters about and says, "That would be interesting. I am curious of this method of travel."
How did she come here, or he?
Carried.
Carried by the giant bird things.
Oh.
So, Rilinid will pipe in, "But let it be known we have had dealings with your kind." And at that moment, he will actually cast Silent Image in front of himself, depicting Skethig and Azrak as he remembers them, only they're riddled full of crossbow bolts, and they're broken, and sort of like their dying chitters can be heard with a ghost sound as they lay. Sort of like their illusions broken on the ground. But it's sort of like the perfect memory that he has of their physiology.
Right. Lorathak looks at them. Skethik and Azrak, yes, outcasts from the White Spider. They did not follow her decrees. As such, they were cast out. If you have killed them, then you have done a service for the White Spider.
Then it is good then that not all Skisrol share their outlook.
Larnak considers and then says, "No, we do not. The White Spider is wise. She is our priestess. She has guided the Skisral people to greatness in this place. Her word is absolute." Skitters about a bit. They violated her decrees, and so exile. We would have carried out the execution, but they escaped beyond our borders.
They were very proud of their broken but not defeated outcast, yet not impotent status. They underestimated. And he dismisses the silent images of their broken bodies with a flourish.
Lorathak nods. "You seem capable enough. Yes. They were dangerous renegades and quite violent murderers, you would call it, I think."
I was a little disappointed.
Skitters about
Hoping
again.
that all the Skisral were as violent murderers too.
They brought much discord in the caverns of the Skisral. If they are gone, that is for the best.
Alauneari will look at Lorathak.
Lorathak, yeah.
Lorathak. And so nod and say, We have also had dealings with the Mycoloid. The Xan.
He
Gestures to Miku.
points a leg to Miku.
I see, matron.
Sort of looks at it.
Your people have had a hard time coming to any sorts of discussions. I will have you, as a reward, if you will, for keeping you alive, speak with Miku here and myself. I'm very interested to see how such a discussion will progress.
Larthak shoots Alauneari a glance with its many eyes.
What can come from that, matron Vytharia? The Xan are
Sort of looks over it.
a fungus. It's a weed spreading through the jungle.
At this, Miku visibly tenses up and grips his glaive.
Alauneari will sort of raise her hand, hoping that Miku would at least, by this point, know that her word is to be respected.
He seems to make no move, although it is clear that he's fighting to hold himself back at this point.
Exactly. We will have very many things to talk about. And she will basically try to calm them both down and try to ease them up to the notion of the diplomacy check. If you...
Yeah, you can make a diplomacy check.
That's a natural 20.
Well,
Yes,
Fuck it, I'm out. Dropping the
Tonga.
headset right now. I'm gone.
Alauneari waxes eloquently.
Making peace in the Middle East.
Yes, send Alauneari to the Middle East as a peace ambassador. Clearly, that is the right choice. Yeah, well, I mean, what does she say? I mean, calming them
She
down.
tries to bring back. I mean, she spoke to we spoke to the Mycoloids about this. How how they have all these pre-notions and prejudgments about each other, and perhaps through dialogue it can be resolved in some way, or some compromise can be found, where they need no longer sort of fight each other, where they could have some sort of an actual treaty. It is more efficient that way, and it would also allow for some combined negotiations with perhaps a third party. The future of the fungal jungle could finally be decided.
Yeah.
And, in general, it would be really to the benefit of both.
I mean, Larthak and Miku, they listen to Alauneari's words and seem to consider them. It is clear that they really don't like each other, and probably would just, want to try to rip each other to pieces. But they listen to her words and seem to accept it for now, at least. Although at her words of treaties and things like that, both of them sort of grunt or make emotions that they seem skeptical, but for now they seem to at least agree not to attack each other here now.
Good. The seeds have been planted. That was what the hope was. She will then ask Larthak if is it a male? Male.
It is a male, yes.
All right. She'll ask him if he is capable of fighting.
Larthak considers.
I am not defenseless, but my...
He sort of seems to struggle with the word.
I was not born for the task, matron Vytharia. I am an artisan. I spin the webs. I create silk. I color. I weave.
She'll accept that. Nutton says that she would like Larthak to stay close to herself and Miku for the most time.
I'm gonna write Miku. But seems to agree to at least stay close, then group possibly in the back.
Yes. I mean, in battle, of course, stay back at all, but when we are not in battle.
Keep the back company.
Yes.
Alauneari did not expect to find one of these, and it seemed that it is not one as important as she had hoped. But on the other hand, anything is better than anything else. Nothing.
As you walk away, you do notice that Larithak actually, really moves about a bit, and from underneath him, he brings out a small sort of a silken cocoon that he hands over to Alauneari.
A small token of my appreciation, matron. You did save my life, after all.
And she opens it up. It seems to be a gem inside.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Sort of
It's
gem.
It seems to be well sculpted. It is a ruby.
Ooh, ruby.
Yes, blood red, shimmering.
All right. She'll give a quick smile and a nod to Larithak and says, "Your tribute is most appreciated."
He nods.
This Gizral pays their debts, matron.
That, however, is something good to hear. Oh, yes, she will bow. This is clearly something. She will want to seem as if she sort of expected it.
Sure.
She's a matron after all. You give her gifts.
Yes.
That's something to be expected, and that she's pleased.
The ruby can be turned into 300 gold coins.
That's nice. Yeah.
With a hammer.
Maybe not like that. No.
No, clearly Zyn is an alchemist. He's doing alchemy, so he just transmute.
Of course.
Alauneari will imagines that Larithak hasn't really been close to anyone with her status and importance.
No.
And so she will sort of try to aid the this Gizral in how it should behave with sort of subtle hints, if you will.
You can certainly try it. I mean, Larithak seems to have, he has used the correct title to her, but he doesn't really seem to have,
He's not respectful.
No, he's not deferring to her. I mean, he is respectful in that you all saved his life and such. He is friendly as a Gizral can be, but he does not bow and scrape before her.
How does a spider bow?
She doesn't really expect that. She has had Nomi's bootlickers, but a proud actual creature compared to the gnomes will not really be expected to do as such. It will not really be required either. Pride can be beautiful in some creatures, although the notion of an artisan is a little disappointing. She doesn't let that show.
They're not all brutes,
Sadly. She rather liked Skethik and Asterix, although they had, they were on. They had an expiration date always, as most people.
Oh, indeed. Yes. This door Rilinid is looking at. Oh, he is.
I am challenging the door to a battle of wits. Is it unarmed?
Yes.
Fantastic, I win. Rilinid has a headache, but on the bright side, he didn't have to socialize with someone, and he can accuse Alauneari of doing it in the future.
The door does not appear to have any traps to Rilinid.
Does it have any sort of plaque or markings indicating the purpose of the room?
Yes, it does have a small plaque. It says workshop.
Oh boy. Expected gnomes. Clockwork. Open door.
The workshop, or whatever is left of it, seems to be in ruin. There is clear sign here of some sort of an explosion that seemed to have ripped into most of the things that were in the chamber. It is like there's broken glass, old bottles, instruments laying smashed all over this place.
Yeah, nothing survived that. Okay. Door, reveal your secrets to me.
It is not trapped, as far as you can
I
see.
shall flens the wood for whatever. Open.
Flens the woods for its secret. Looking in here, it seems that this might have been a small, classroom. Maybe it's like a blackboard along the wall here. A few, school benches sort of smashed into rubble on the ground here. Again, a lot of, rotted away furniture and it's a mess in here.
Okay, and this over here was a hole in the wall?
Yes, this is the hole in the wall that leads to the outside.
All right, then, and there was further up in the staircase,
yes.
Right? Thought so.
Yes.
Otherwise, the telescope would have fucking vanished. In that case, we continue our eternal quest to ascend.
Indeed.
To find the bridge keeper.
Ascension.
Play a NetHack. Fuck this door, open it.
No, I don't know for this shit.
Don't even care.
Lightning bolt jumps out and bounces into the wall, hitting it like 16
There's only
times.
so many come-ons I can deliver to a door before I just... just one of them to tell me I'm not a door, I'm a jar.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So
right,
a door opens to two doors.
Yes, this door has a plaque that says Office of Professor Kagan.
Sound effects.
All right. Yes, very nice. Yes, looking inside. It seems to be, first of all, a lot of dust and cobwebs and things in here, but there is a rather large desk in a corner and a bookshelf. They don't really seem to be too destroyed. Books. There's a pile of books in a corner that seems to be completely rotted away, but there is. It seems roughly well kept. Rilinid can also notice that behind a painting that has fallen down, you can see a wall safe sort of implanted into the wall. On the desk is a small plaque that says Professor Kagan, first to go forth, etc.
Right. Welp. It's gonna be fun. Pulling out a lantern cap.
Yep, it flashes the lantern.
Looking at the wall safe first. We'll say it's here.
Yes.
So bright.
Paint a picture for me.
Yes, the safe is, of course, a marvel of gnomish engineering. It has a metal door embedded in the wall. It has a combination wheel. It is pretty sure that it's pretty sure that the correct series of numbers needs to be, spinned up on the wheel to make this to open.
Right. Any markings on the safe?
He looks around. He doesn't see any markings on the safe itself. However, he does notice that the portrait, which of course was a portrait of the heroic Professor Kagan, seems to actually have some weird scribbles near its plaque.
Weird scribbles. Can he make them out?
Yeah, they are old and weathered, and they are kind of small, but to his keen eye, he can say it says in Gnomish, "Behold the ego. He can only remember his own name."
Leans over to the combination lock. 1, 2, 4.
Yes, the vault clicks open, and the door swings out. Inside, he sees a couple of